Hi friends, I'm back today to talk to you about 3D shapes. So we talked a couple days ago about two of our 3D shapes. And if you remember, 3D is short for three-dimensional, which means they aren't flat shapes like we've learned last week. These shapes are different and they're shapes that we can probably hold in our hand. So today I'm going to introduce you to two more 3D shapes. And the first shape I'm talking about is called a cylinder. An example of a cylinder would be a can of soup, or anything that looks like a can of soup. So, if you look at the sides of a cylinder are circles, but it is not a flat shape, so we call this a cylinder. Now I'm going to go search around my house to see if I can find any more examples of a cylinder. The candles in my fireplace are an example of a cylinder. This roll of paper towels is an example of a cylinder. Even though this pool noodle is very long, it has two circles down at the end, so it is an example of a cylinder. This piece of chalk is an example of a cylinder. Another shape that I'm going to talk about today is called a cone. And an example of a cone would be a birthday hat. So you can see that a cone is really pointy at the top. And then if I turn it this way, you can see the bottom is in the shape of a circle. But again, this shape isn't flat, so this is called a cone. Now I'm going to go see if I can find any cones around my house. I found a cone that you see in traffic sometimes. This is an example of a cone. The top of this lamp could be an example of a cone if it was a little pointier up at the top. This rolled up paper is an example of a cone because it's pointy on one side and has a circle on the other side. Now it's your turn to go around your house and see if you can find any examples of a cylinder or a cone.